Dev's with us. How you doing, bro?
Going on, bro? It's a great day, man. It's a beautiful day. It was stressful as hell, but it's a beautiful day. So I thought it was a master class. I think obviously City not having Rodri was massive for them. I'll shout out to Rico Lewis. Rico played his butt off for City, and they just didn't look like they had any cohesion. We were able to shut down Saliba, Saliba was able to shut down Holland. We got super lucky in the first half with Ake not scoring, and David Raya was a little bit nervy with what could have been a goal to Alvarez. But other than that, I think we looked super composed. The subs were great, and hats off to Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli came in and ran his ass off, and that's a massive 3 points. I hope it's a turning point for us. As we carry on, it's Spurs and Arsenal, 1 and 2 at the top of the league. It's a great thing to see.
Absolutely. Elliot, do you echo what Dev said there?
I do. It was a fantastic. Hello, everyone. I hope all is well. I know I'm well. Anywho, I would echo those sentiments. We were excellent today, but let me speak to Hamza for a second. Let me speak to you, my friend. Listen, you, Johnny come lately. Remember last year when we had to go to bloody City and we only had bloody Gabriel and bloody Holden while Mr. Haaland was hanging up bloody Holding's shoulder. He scored 2 or 3 goals, takes his bloody hat, take his hair down, and bloody does the freaking arm pause. Don't you tell us about that. Let me tell you something about that. And then the FA Cup, when we brought up bloody Partey, and we had no one else to replicate that, you beat us 1-0. You said nothing about that now, did you? Now don't give me this bloody rubbish that you come on here and you just say, oh, we're lucky, you're lucky. Sorry, sir, you deal with the hand you're dealt. We had to deal with the hand we're dealt with the last 3-4 years. Do you hear us crying? No. And then you come on here chatting all this absolute dog shite with that rubbish about, oh, we're lucky and oh, you're lucky to be here. Sorry, it was a tactical masterclass. Your bloody cyborg went into the Bermuda Triangle of Rice, Rice, Gabriel, and Saliba, and all you came up with was spare parts. Don't you dare come out and think that we didn't win this game. It was a tactical masterclass on both ends. Let me say that. It was defensive. It was a chess match all the way through. And quite simply, it came to a deflection. But you had Joe rubber the green for years. So don't you come out here saying, oh, you guys getting lucky and we're delusional. Sorry, sir. You're no delusion here.
Listen, let me respond to that. The difference is when we play them, we don't fear. Most Man City will say we don't fear Arsenal. We have zero fear. We fear Tottenham. We go there, we're guaranteed to lose. When we play Arsenal, we don't get it. We beat them comfortably. 3-0, 4-0. We always beat them. We destroy them. To me today, I was holding my phone. I was in shock when that deflected goal. I didn't know how to respond because we were comfortable. We were so comfortable on the ball. And I thought it's going to end 0-0. The way Arsenal fans, I'm just angry at the way Arsenal fans are talking. They're talking as if, it was a masterclass battle. It wasn't a masterclass. It was a masterclass is when you outclass the other manager. There was no way that was Pep Guardiola. I feel sorry for him today. He went there with lack of numbers. Like, I feel sorry for him. The biggest mistake we made, Terry, and I'll come out saying it, not getting Fernandinho's replacement. We didn't get the right one. Yeah? That was key. But the problem with City fans have been listening to this fraud fan base. No, you got enough players. We don't have enough numbers. We're going to war. I've got 12 players, 14 players. And I'm hoping it's a good thing for us in the long term because I guarantee you now we have to sign. We have to sign players. We have to sign in January. Not because I'm scared of Arsenal, because we know their storyline. It's Liverpool's the threat. Today, if you see the game, Arsenal fan offered no threat. Vardio had Jesus. Jesus was just falling on the floor. Odegaard, that guy, let me tell you something, Arsenal fan. He's not a big game player. You can cry as much as you want. Yeah? He's never a big game player. And again, he proved it today. He went missing. The only reason that Rico Lewis was outstanding beginning. At an 18-year-old, given his first chance, told Rico, you're playing as a midfielder. I thought he was brilliant against Declan Rice. I thought he was brilliant. Kovacic, yes, it's argued he could have been sent off. I'm not saying, probably some referee would have sent him off. Some people would not. It wasn't a clear red. But for me, today's performance, it should have ended 0-0. City had a better chance. XG we had more, but we didn't take our chances. But City's not the best City side. Humble yourself. This is
how did Haaland play today, Hamza? How did Haaland play?
You're celebrating as if you won the league or the Champions League. I've never seen you this happy.
How did Haaland play today,
You didn't beat us comfortably. You got the 3 points, but you didn't beat us comfortably.
I like this. Can I just say, I like this, right? I like this because Hamza's like, we need this player, we need that player, you brought 170 million pounds worth of talent off your bench today. That's not an excuse, bro. Where was Haaland today? That's what you should be asking. What was Haaland doing today? What was Alvarez doing today? You know, that's what you should be asking.
Real quick, can I ask a question about Kovacic? In the very first match of the season against Burnley, there was a foul on Kyle Walker that was brought back and deemed to be a straight red. How was the foul that Kovacic committed today on Odegaard any different?
You're right. The tackle that he made, the first tackle, he
studs up on the ankle from behind.
I'm upset because he didn't need to make that tackle. But I don't think that's a clear red. That's not clear red. If you're giving clear reds for those kind of fouls, for that tackle, then you send off a lot of players.
Hamza,
let's
just say you're right, Hamza. What about the second yellow 6 minutes later?
Yeah, look at that. Okay, that one, if you look at it carefully, that is on the yellow. He should be careful on that. But you can't just then you just stop the game, give a yellow card for this. He's going for the ball, man. What the hell?
Still plays for Chelsea.
Through the player, Hamza. It's a yellow card, bro. Come on.
If Kovacic still plays for Chelsea and does that to one of your players, you're a red card.
He's naive. He should never have done that.
If that's Granit Xhaka, that's a red card.
If that's Granit Xhaka, it's a red.
I'm not a fan that I want to see 10 men, other team being 10 men down. I want to play at 11 men. I don't think it's a clear red.
Hamza, now you've said that, the next time a player doesn't get sent off against City, you now can no longer, when you come on here or anywhere, say it should have been a red because you don't want anyone getting red cards, right?
No, above the ankle, like what Curtis Jones did to...
Hang on a minute. Sorry to interject you again. Unless I'm blind, that is where the contact meets him, and that is in the middle of his shin. That's
from behind.
That's in the middle. And from behind. That's not his ankle. Like, your ankle is lower than that. The ankle is where the boot is. Look how high Kovacic is. It goes on his leg and then down onto his ankle. You see his ankle bend. That is a red card every day of the week and twice Hamza on a Sunday. And you sitting there talking about how you guys are lucky.
You're saying the VR made a mistake. You're saying that all those people that are sitting in that panel
yes,
it's a red card. Over and over again, and they decided 100%.
It's nearly calf.
Yeah,
Granit Xhaka got sent off. He made the same tackle, and he got sent off for that.
Fair enough, you would send him off. I agree. It's not clear, Bando, but you guys, Bando, that he doesn't look like, to me. I thought he should have been sent off. But when I looked at it below the ankle, I thought, okay, I understand. But you cannot
forget the name of the player, Hamza. For Burnley,
are you saying that you think people in VAR are competent? Then look at that Liverpool offside last week. Look at Curtis Jones's red card. You're trying to tell me that they're competent people? They're not.
The only thing I have to be upset is bro. He doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to. You won the game today, but let me tell you something. We know 100%. I mark my words. You make the biggest mistake you've done is you've come on this space on here on this platform, gassed everyone up, gassed all your fan base up as if you've done something special. This is what City will remember. We'll remember this because come to all your games. I'm watching every single Arsenal game. I'm telling you now. I'm watching every single Arsenal games. Yeah. If you falter, remember, I'm not sore because I won the league. I won the league.
Wolves.
Yeah.
You lost to Wolves.
Don't make an error.
You lost your last two matches.
Points.
Lost to Newcastle as well.
Are coming for the league.
It sucks to be the hated Arsenal.
By the way, that's the first time that City have lost back-to-back Premier League games since 2018.
Yeah, 5 years. And listen. Let me just say this now: Man City are still the favourites to win the Premier League. Man City are still an imperious, impeccable, stellar team. But 3 defeats on the bounce domestically, back-to-back defeats in the Premier League, with the injuries that they've had. I know Rodri's now going to be back as an example. But this just, listen, my team ain't in the title race, so I've got no dog in this fight per se, but it makes the league exciting. And City may have had, in the first 5 games, 5 wins, but now this is a worse start for City, points-wise, than last year. Arsenal actually have a 2-point advantage now and not a 1-point advantage like they had last year. And why I think that's significant, 1, you've beaten them, which is that mental block gone. 2, a lot of people, including Arteta outers, said we will not start the league next season anywhere near as good as we did in the previous campaign. And the fact is, look, you've got Chelsea next. I'm not too sure who the game after that is. I want to say it's a fairly easy team. It might be Burnley, but it could be somebody else. You win your next 2 games, and it says exactly the same start points-wise, but you could have a bigger gap at the top, potentially, or over City, who are the favourites, than last year. And I think if your players get to that stage again, if your manager weaponizes, it's massive. Now, of course, it's still going to be hard to beat this Manchester City team. But for Arsenal, the minimum expectation for them this year, yes, they want to win a trophy, but you've got to at least maintain what you did last year to prove it wasn't a flash in the pan campaign. And so far, Arsenal have started impeccably. No, the Spurs have been brilliant. We know how good City are. Liverpool have started well. We shouldn't be just turning. It's weird how Arsenal are the only team that everybody wants to write off with their start to the season, but everybody else gets praise. It's very weird to me as an outsider staring in. Nate's joining us. We've got a lot of super chats to get to in a minute, boys. We've got about 57 of them, so we're going to be here a while. But Nate's joining us here to speak to us. What you saying, bro?
How you doing, guys? First of all, I represent the young gunner community. I'm 20 years old, and I've known Arsenal's lack of success more than their success stories, and it does suck to be the hated Arsenal. I have, the one City guy in here trying to stand here and say, being an Arsenal fan, you guys should not be over-celebrating. However, he's going to be celebrating and be proud of his team today. If he can be proud of his team today when they lose, and it's been lackluster as far as their standards go, let's be honest. Arsenal win, but we're not allowed to be proud. And as I watched your show last week, Terry, you talked about how Spurs were being congratulated against their win with their win against Liverpool, and knowing what we know now, how wrong it was, and nobody said anything to them about over-celebrating. Nobody. But if it's Arsenal, we are over-celebrating, and we are being too arrogant. And today, when we win against the best team in the world, treble winners, champions for the last 6 seasons, obviously Liverpool threw a hand in there, but nothing too substantial. Arsenal finally prevail for the first time in 8 years, and we're not allowed to be happy. I don't understand the hate for the Arsenal crowd. And as much as Arsenal hates Man United, we absolutely understand to be in their position and what it's like to be shat upon against all their success, all of their stories, and all the progression that they've made. To have City sitting on top of their throne for as long as they've done, and to be salty when they win or to when they lose against the smallest teams, it's just unprofessional.
Big words, mate. Big words there. I like that. Great what you said. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in the chat agreeing with you, saying it's the truth you're speaking there. Hamza, just to let you know about XG, I just had this sent through to me from the XG philosophy. Erling Haaland's accumulated XG today was 0.00. Zero XG.
Pocket, man. Saliba had him right there.
Great players have had bad games, but one thing about great players, Erling Haaland is a world-class striker.
We know he is.
Any other striker that compares to Erling Haaland other than Kylian Mbappe. So I understand how you guys feel, but Kylian Mbappe was nullified against Newcastle. What does that mean? Nothing. So
it means well, I'll tell you what it means. It means Newcastle can celebrate that fact for that game and have fun with it. Some super chat.